see you leaving by the back door. Man, hot time, get it while it's easy. I don't mind, come on over see me.
Hello, and welcome to our presentation of the Nook HD Plus versus the Kindle Fire HD. Our goal by the end of this video is to show you how each one's technological aspects aid in the creation, delivery, usability, and sharing of content. To start out, we'll first look at what kind of content customers are trying to access with this technology.
A new version of the old scene.
The main thing I use it for is reading, but I also like watch shows and I'll use some different apps. I'll use it for like magazines as well, which is still technically reading, but in a different sense than I thought, not just strictly books, because with the pictures and everything, it has good screen resolution and whatnot, so magazines look good on it, but and sometimes games and whatnot, but yeah, still mostly for reading.
What do you find that you are using it most for?
I actually use it a lot for content other than books. I am an avid Netflix watcher, so I love watching movies on it and TV shows and other things like that. I also read the newspaper a lot, which is pretty good on the Kindle Fire as well. And I also play games on it every once in a while, but I really do read a lot on it, so that's the main purpose.
So this is pretty much what we would expect out of one of these newer model tablet e-readers. Now let's go to our man Jeff at Barnes & Noble and see what he has to say about the specifics of the technology, specifically the Nook HD Plus.
In terms of music, kind of like you'd expect, you'd be able to stream through apps like Pandora and whatnot. There's one called Audio, which is a lot like Spotify, which is one I like. And then, of course, you can drag either when you're connecting this to your computer or using our SD card slots. You can transfer content, whether it's MP3s, video files, ebooks, what have you, even just photos.
And those work, the SD cards, that's just kind of, it's just detachable memory.
Exactly.
Pretty much like a zip drive,
And
right? Same thing.
It's unique to us.
It is true that the Nook HD Plus is the only tablet out there that has expandable storage like this, but the only drawback is that it leaves no room for an onboard camera, which happens to be a big selling point for the Kindle Fire HD. Also, in case you were wondering, both technologies do happen to offer cloud storage for your content purchases. Let's get back and see what else these gadgets have to offer.
On just the new HD devices, we have Bluetooth enabled now, so you can easily, while you're watching or playing music, you can have wireless Bluetooth enabled speakers, also Bluetooth enabled wireless keyboards, so you can do your document creation or editing very easily. There's a Office suite on there, so you can import or export. It's kind of cool, particularly with fans of movies and television who really want to enjoy that content. One thing that's pretty cool we're going to have here also is when if you have an HDMI cord, you can plug in your device to your TV and you can enjoy your content on your television as well.
Nice.
So if you want to go without having to do cable service and you want to just be streaming through Netflix or Hulu Plus or renting content through Nook Video, which is growing by the day. We have over 1,000 movies already and we've only had it for a couple weeks here. You don't have to just enjoy it on a nice device that has a 1080p display and the speakers and a way to export out to wireless speakers. You can just plug it into your television and watch it that way as well.
This is a great addition to any tablet technology, especially for those of us who are students. It's just another way where we can plug in and do those exciting class presentations. The only difference between the Nook and the Kindle Fire is that the Nook uses a 30-pin port to connect instead of the Kindle's micro USB connector. Now, let's take a look at some other sharing capabilities.
One thing that's pretty cool, unique to these guys here, is our new profiling system too. I'm sure other guys have a similar thing in terms of sharing the content amongst multiple devices. With all of our Nooks, you create an account, you register under a BNN account with a credit card number that's kept externally. And say the household has 5 Nooks and they're all registered on the same account, then whatever content you purchase on one of them is automatically going to download to the others with no extra charge. So it's a nice sharing way.
Okay.
But what's new and unique to these HDs is our profile system, which makes it nice and able to share one device amongst numerous people, and they can still feel like they have their own personal device. So for instance, here you see it says, "Good afternoon, Mary." This is Mary's profile. She has her own wallpaper set up, her own content set up the way she likes it. When she's done and she wants to give it to another family member here, you can just click this and brings up the other profiles we have here. Let's give it to her husband, John. John's ready to check out the Nook. As soon as you click that profile, automatically switches to the content that he has on it with the wallpaper that he likes.
It looks like the Nook HD Plus is a bit more family friendly in this respect. I know those of us who have siblings that must have things their way would find this to be a useful tool. Now let's listen about the interface.
So, interface. Barnes & Noble is quite passionate about making sure that all age ranges can easily use our devices. We definitely have a lot of children using Nooks, all the way up to senior citizens being able to comfortably use our Nooks.
It's important to note that the interface on these devices is paramount to their usability. Like Jeff said, these devices were created with the user in mind, so that no matter who picks one up, they will instantly be able to navigate through content. This being said, both of these devices run a similar version of the Android operating system called Ice Cream Sandwich that allows tech-savvy people to do certain customizations with the operating system. So, moving on, here's one of the other useful things these devices allow us to do.
The owner profile is able to set restrictions on all the profiles. So it's a wonderful way to make sure the kids aren't purchasing, going crazy, buying content, or seeing things that you don't want them to see.
Right.
Parental controls in the Nook are a great way to limit access of certain content to kids. The Kindle Fire has their own version of this as well, called Kindle Free Time, which allows kids to have their own personalized page of content, while parents are able to control what they watch and how long they spend on the device. And now, to wrap this video up, we wanted to offer you our opinion about which device is best overall. As far as size and appearance, we thought the Nook won out for being lighter and a bit more bold looking. The display also has a bit higher resolution. The interfaces and operating systems are similar, so we couldn't choose a clear-cut answer from that aspect. As for the camera option, the Kindle Fire HD wins out because it just plain has one. The deciding factor for us, though, was the amount of storage and content sharing features of the devices. Overall, we thought the Nook was the best in this category, which makes it our #1 pick in our choice between the Nook HD Plus versus the Kindle Fire HD. Thanks for watching.
If I had $1 million, if I had $1 million, well, I'd buy you a house. I would buy you a house. And if I had $1 million, if I had $1 million, buy you furniture for your house, maybe a nice Chesterfield or